Mm-mm-mm. Hello, people, bored people, people who have nothing to do, and were complaining that the jazz bums weren't going live tonight. And I felt sorry for all of you. So I decided to do a stream before I go see some live jazz. Skibbity boo bop boo doo. There we go. It's a concert where someone plays jazz and then people sit and watch the people play jazz. So we have our first board person. Thank you for entering the board zone. Well, I can only give you what you give me. So you're really not helping me out. I can only react to the nonsense that you give me and then I respond. No bums to compete with. Well, isn't one bum enough? Which I'm not a bum. I'm gonna if anyone wants to come up, I'll post a link. But I have some free time. I will waste it here. There you go. Yes. 10 people. 10 bored people. Well, whatever. So I live near a performing arts center and I never really take advantage much. Santa Monica City College has a very good music program and they have jazz ensembles and then they put on jazz shows. So there's a jazz musician and I know when I mention his name, it sounds very similar to a very popular musician. His name is John Mayer. It is Jon Mayer, not John Mayer. And he's a jazz pianist. He's playing by himself. But from what I looked up, Notes and Tones, Mike, has 3 of his albums. One is with Ron Carter and Billy Higgins. And I looked up his discography, and he has played with Sonny Rollins and someone else. So I can't remember. What's up, Brad? How's it going? Wow, there's 22 bored people. See if we can break a record. How you doing? So I can show some records that I picked up this week too, and I got in the mail. Yeah, he plays with Rufus Reed. Yes. Thank you, Norman. So I did get some kick-ass shit in the mail, and I did pick up some stuff. I will show it. Hi, Marcella. How are you? Nice to have you here. This is sort of I'm taking pity on people. In the Jazz Bums Discord server, there are a lot of bored people or people with no lives, I'm guessing, worse than me, that I'm up here streaming for them. I give and I give and I give. That's what I'm doing right now. Me giving. So, I put the link out. If someone wants to click on it, you're more than welcome to join me. Well, so here's a good one. There's a European record store chain, HHV. I guess their headquarters in Germany. I think I might have seen them when I was in England. But from Germany, it looks they pretty much have new stuff. They have some used stuff. But their prices are pretty good on European pressed records. And for shipping, it's like $20 to the US. So I ordered 4 records, and the prices were cheaper for the records than here, even with the $20 spread out. And I ordered it on Monday. They sent it FedEx. Oh, here it comes. Good. I don't have to act. So Mike will enjoy this because they have a lot of shit he likes. So HHV, $20. I guess no matter how much and it came FedEx Express. Ordered it Monday, got here yesterday, and all in good shape.
No, that's good because I already ordered from yesterday. Actually,
What did you order from them?
I ordered a whole bunch of actually ECMs that I can't find right now in the States. Or
and the prices are cheap, right?
Yeah, they were great. I think I ordered about 5, and then I ordered that Jazz Journal We Jazz.
Oh, they have that there?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Were the prices good on that?
Yeah, those yeah, they were a little, just like it's sort of like the album prices, along the lines with that, a few dollars off.
So I'll tell you one thing you should consider getting from them. And I went to an event and talked to the guy I know who's the U.S. rep from Universal. He handles the Verve by Request. He handles a bunch of the Chad stuff, the contemporary stuff. And I told him he didn't even know about the Universal Germany reissuing of these Impulse. So I have 4 so far.
Yeah.
I ordered 2 of them. You have this one.
Right. Yep.
The Marion Brown Vista, which is probably everything I've ever heard. His tamest record,
Yeah.
Very contemporary jazz.
Yeah.
This is from 75. Stanley Cowell, Anthony Davis, Reggie Workman, Jimmy Hops. Different lineups on each song, but pretty much those guys. And it's very tame and contemporary, really good. Just playing straightforward contemporary jazz. So what I will say, here's why I believe these are better than the Verve by Request. I have to assume these are digitally sourced, which shouldn't matter if it's done well. But the covers are nothing special. They're as good as Blue Note Classic series. But what makes these better is they're pressed at Palace, and they're flat. And even though they're not in polyline sleeves, they sound quiet and good. So I have this one. There's a Coltrane. I have Archie Shepp, Attica Blues, and I'll show you the other one I got too. So if you order from here in the States, You Discover started carrying them. I think there's a Michael White title. They have Vista. They have Attica Blues. There were 2 or 3 that were pressed last year.
Right.
The Coltrane. And I have a Pharoah Sanders I'll show you in a second. These are why they're better, because the Verve by Request are pressed at third man. You never know what you're going to get. So and these are like less than $25 at HHV each, so they're cheaper. So great, probably the best value, and they sound great. They sound really good.
Yeah.
Here's the Pharoah Sanders.
Yeah, they may be out of the Pharoah Sanders because when I looked, I couldn't find it. And I went through all of the Pharoah Sanders.
So this was originally a gatefold Impulse. So here's what they did good. So the inner sleeve is the inside of the gatefold. So that's nice. So at least you get all that. And this sounds great. Very impressed. Value. And obviously Palace. That means a lot. It's a great pressing of the record. And so I'll show you the other 2 were based on Mike's recommendation. The reason I didn't buy them earlier is if you get these in the States, these are astronomically expensive. So here's the first one. These Joe Henderson Red, which is Italian jazz label reissues. I don't know how much this in the States is, like $60 to $70.
I think, last time I saw it on Dusty Groove's website, it was $70.
This was on sale, believe it or not, for $45 on HHV. Wow. I think I might have bought the last copy of this one. But like almost half the price.
Yeah.
And like I said, you paid $20 total, right? For the
It was what? Yeah, maybe a little more, but it wasn't. It was, you know.
And
Really
then this was $50.
Mm.
And I got a low number.
Oh yeah, I haven't even checked mine.
No, this one is handwritten.
Mm-hmm.
So low number. So I haven't listened to these yet, but killer. So I'm very happy.
The Standard Joe never came out. It never was on vinyl. The Evening with Joe Henderson was on vinyl once before.
But it was a single disc, right?
Yes, single disc. Yeah.
This is extra shit.
Right. Yep.
So I highly, until they screw up an order to get from them, which is bound to happen, I'm very happy with the experience.
I mean, what did I order? I think I ordered about 5 albums. I think it was all ECM.
Yeah, but this weekend it's 10% off.
Yeah, and then you get that $5.
You get a $5 voucher for signing up for their newsletter.
Yep. And I could have ordered more. I just had to, stop myself. I was like, all right, because there was a bunch of stuff I wanted.
Yeah, no, it's like I looked at the Tone Poets are more expensive.
Mm-hmm.
All the American stuff is expensive, but there's plenty of European.
Yeah.
Stuff.
They had a Charles Lloyd on ECM that I haven't seen, in the US, and I don't know if I've ever seen it, with John Abercrombie, Billy Higgins, and I forget who else. And I ordered that, and then some Bill Frisell. They had a lot of that. I just had to stop after a while because I actually had like 9 things in my cart, and I was like, wait a minute. That's a bit much.
Yeah, it was. So I'm very happy with what I got. So I did pick up I picked this up yesterday. This is really good. This is a Japanese pressing. 19, I don't know what it is, either late 70s or early 80s. This sounds great. And it's well rated, but I paid $10 for this one. It's really good.
Yeah.
What else do I got over here? We got someone coming in. Dun, dun, dun. There you go. Oh, it's Brad.
Hello.
You got any complaining to do?
Is that my specialty?
Well, you seem to have the same fans I do. So, hey, this is a good one. As Mike walked away, I picked this up. This Jazz Messenger 70, which has a really I don't know if they play together so much. This lineup here. So you got Bill Hardman, Carlos Gannett, and the reason I grabbed it was Joanne Brackeen. And they're playing pretty standard stuff on here.
Yeah.
I mean, nothing crazy, but it's really good.
Oh, all right.
And this is on Catalyst. You haven't seen this one?
No, I know that the past record store day. Then they put one out was Joanne Brackeen on that one.
No, that was the last one was a very shitty recording that everyone freaked out. Here's a good one. The last 2 I'll show. So they made the announcement that Impex is releasing this. This is that Barefoot Adventure. It's a Bill Brown surfing movie, which I love Bill Brown. Bud Shank did the soundtrack for a bunch of them. This is Barefoot Adventure. This is a mono. I found for $7. And I was kind of saying, why are they doing that record? But you know what? This is pretty awesome record.
Is it?
Yes. You got Carmel Jones, Bob Cooper, Gary Peacock, and Shelly Manne, and Dennis Budmore on guitar. It's really good. It's not silly like maybe Ventures or something. It's good, and it's a mono and sounds really nice. So it's really decent shape. Very happy with this one. So I didn't have to pay whatever it's going for, $40-$50.
Oh, yeah.
And then I got this one. I saw a bunch of these are the Pure Pleasure Strata-East reissues. This is a Pharaoh Sanders. And I would say, with it stuck in my head that these Pure Pleasure Strata-East are needle drop-ish, it kind of sounds needle drop-ish. It's not killer sounding. At the store I went to, there were two others, and it's $30, which is cheaper than this goes for.
Yeah.
They had Davis. The covers that look like this.
They have I know one is Charles Brackeen.
They had that one there.
Yeah, that's the one I'm actually interested in getting.
Yeah, but you know what? And these are, I guess, these covers are called the Dolphy series.
Mm-hmm.
I would say the music's good. In fact, one song on here is a song on his other albums.
Mm-hmm.
Where what was I gonna say? What? Cecil Payne, the other one they had at the store.
Oh, okay, yeah. The Clifford Jordan what's the one?
And then the World accordion.
Yeah, in the World, that's part of the Dolphy series. That was part of the Dolphy series too. Yeah.
Felipe's here.
Mm-hmm.
So,
but, you know, Felipe, I'm gonna leave in about an hour, but if you want to continue the stream, Felipe, you should have.
That's fine. I'm just gonna hang up from you.
Okay, but I will say this: the music's awesome, but these Pure Pleasure Strata-East, it's a very mixed bag. I wouldn't say this sounds the best sounding record.
Yeah.
So
I didn't get this one, Rob. I had the Friday Night Special, the Sphere, the Charles Tolliver. The Slugs are good, but not the Live in Tokyo. It's not so good.
Yeah,
well, I would think that Charles Tolliver, he gave them the tapes, but I don't know.
Yeah.
But again, it's not horrible sounding, but I had to turn up my stereo louder than I normally do.
Mm-hmm.
And when a lower kind of musicality record sounds better than this, I would say that. So yes, that it's good. I bought it for $30. I'm more into collecting all the Pharaoh Sanders I can find. But yeah, Brad Thiel, are you like?
How does my audio sound
right now?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
Cool. So what inspired me was you brought out that Vista.
Yes.
Marion Brown.
Mm-hmm.
Past year, I've been putting a lot of my funds into getting some of his records, and I know me and Rob have a similar taste. It seems like from what I heard.
Oh no.
But I have some Marion Brown records. First.
So is that the reissue, or you found a copy of?
No, this is an original that I probably paid a little too much for, but it's got the cut corner.
Oh no.
Nice.
Oh no, actually, this is a late Impulse, so it doesn't even have a gatefold going. But...
No, it came out as I believe it came out as a late. It's 75. So
okay, yeah. So they were probably cutting back on their budget.
Well, when they had the green ABC Impulse label. Yeah.
This is actually the one I'm most proud of. The original of Porto Novo.
Oh, nice car.
The light. But, the original. Nice. This the the Wrist of Freedom. That's the one that most people are able to get, but I just love the cover so much that I had to get the original.
Who's on there with him?
See real quick.
I probably have about 6 Marion Brown records.
Yeah, I think I got it. I might have that many.
I have some OGs. I have that ECM. I have a couple Impulse OGs. I have the white label promo of the 4 for Show.
They're not listed anywhere here, unfortunately. But also, interesting thing, his son follows my Instagram account, and we talk sometimes. He's a really nice guy, and he runs his dad's official Instagram account. Obviously, Marion Brown's long gone, but he's keeping the.
But he was. I think later in his life, he moved on to kind of being a painter, or making art in some form. But there's a lot on YouTube of him, and he was a teacher too. I know he taught.
Marion?
When he walked away from teaching, I think he went more into doing art.
Are we talking Marion Brown?
Yeah, Marion Brown.
Okay.
Marion Brown. Yeah. I don't know what his son does.
Yeah. I'll have to check out some of his artwork, but another good one.
I have that one.
Reflections.
Yeah, that's the one I have.
This is a bit different from a lot of his work. I think it's a little bit.
There's a lot of vocal stuff on there.
Yeah.
Right.
Just like spoken word,
like spiritual kind of stuff.
Yeah. I'm going to take these out of the sleeve so they don't reflect so badly. The ESP.
Of the is that an original?
Sort of hard to tell with the ESP. I'm pretty sure it's not, but it's definitely a vintage copy. Sounds good, and the disc. I feel like there's always like 10 extra random reissues of ESP-Disk albums. That it's hard to tell when you got the first pressing or not.
Do you have more to show? Because I'll make you.
I got one more. Yeah.
All right, let me make you big. Hold on.
His ECM.
Yeah, I have that.
Yeah,
one.
that's a good one.
There's like 500 people on that album.
It's unreal. It's like there's nothing really like this one. And Braxton's on this, which you just got to see recently, which is
I mean, it was cool to see him. I think his best years are behind him, but it was really cool to see him.
Did you get to see the solo show?
No, I had a chance to go, but I don't think he played a little over an hour. Okay. And that's kind of what he played. And I didn't like that the Wolf Eyes guys. Meh, they're not for me.
That's more industrial noise vibe.
You know what? Jeez. Mazzy, if you come up on Rachel's tomorrow, I'm going to go at you hard and heavy, okay? Just understand this. Anything else you want to show? You got, Brad?
I was just listening to this that I got on Instagram from people who decide to sell things on Instagram. Black Jazz.
Oh, an original.
Yeah. And I was looking at the reviews of this one, and it was getting like snubbed by a lot of people.
Well, it's because
don't like her vocals.
Yeah, his wife. It's sort of like it's like a dime store version of John and Yoko to me.
I think she has beautiful vocals, though. I think it's all great.
Well, now
I know you're not into like the Donald Byrd funk stuff, so that's understandable why you wouldn't be into it.
Can you attest that the vinyl sounds good? Because there's always a thing saying that the pressings weren't so good on those original Black Jazz titles.
I think it's pretty good. I haven't compared it to the new reissues. I don't have any of those, but
I have most of them except the Doug Carn stuff.
Okay.
I will say, because the run out, I believe Real Gone, I think they co-own that pressing plant, and that's probably one of that plant is one of the most consistently good. Their stuff sounds good. They're nice pressings, and I'm happy with all the Black Jazz titles and all the Real Gone titles I have.
I'll show one more.
Okay.
From a label that I've really loved, and I know Notes and Tones. David Murray. He loves David Murray. I know he has a bunch of albums. I've heard him say. which I've been into. This isn't David Murray, but George Lewis.
Oh yeah.
So Charlie Parker on Black Saint. This I just got today, and I think it's one of the better known Black Saint records, but it was pretty weird and pretty insane. A lot of ambient moments in it, and there's sort of electronics.
Yeah, he's big into electronics.
Yeah. So
that's nice.
Yeah.
That's it?
That's all I got for right now.
All right, cool. So Elliot, the guy I'm seeing tonight is a guy named John Mayer, but Mike has 3 of his albums. Have you seen the guy live, Mike, or no?
I have not. I can't even recall him actually playing in New York. But a friend of one of I used to be in this like jazz listening group with some other guys, and one of my good friends, who's a photographer, he was the one that said, "Hey, you should listen to this guy," and then that's how I ended up buying the 3 CDs.
He played with Coltrane. I think he probably lives out here because I looked and he plays a lot at. This is the place near me. One of the biggest philanthropic rich people in LA is Eli Broad, who his name's everywhere on places.
Yeah.
Either medical or arts. So right near me is they built a Santa Monica City College Performing Arts Center, and it's supposed to be state of the art and beautiful. And I think when before Wayne Shorter died, they performed his opera there. The opera
yeah.
But every Friday night, I think they do something, and they have a great music program and they have a jazz program, so they perform a lot of stuff. And I haven't gone. I think what's the youngest Marcellus kid?
Jason.
Yeah, I think he came there with his group and played there. So it's $10. I'm gonna walk across the street and go see it.
That's great. For $10, you can't beat it. No. What else I only got one thing in the mail. In the mail today. I got this the new.
That's a good one, Mike. That's really good.
It's beautiful. I like this better than any of the song books. Because it's just Ella and piano, and she's really really invested in the songs. A lot of the stuff from the song books, I get the feeling is she wasn't as familiar with some of those songs, and with these you can just hear her familiarity with the songs, and she's really into it.
So is that a soundtrack to a film, right?
Yeah, it was, and it says on the back that they took only 3 songs that she performed for the movie, and then they decided, since she had recorded all the other songs, to make an album. And actually, what's really good is just her, the voice and piano, and the vinyl is really quiet, no issues with noise or anything. It just sounds so great.
She's not playing the piano, is she?
No, it's her pianist at the time, this guy, Paul Smith.
Okay.
And it's really good. Because I had this they reissued this on CD, I want to say maybe in the 90s as The Intimate Ella. And now it's on album it's the true title. So I highly recommend it.
This is a beautiful one. I have the CD.
What about you, Felipe? You pick up anything? You did pick up some stuff.
Yeah, my stuff is pretty okay. Let me pick it up.
Okay. What's up, John Bandy? How you doing, John Bandy? Going okay?
What's up, John?
It was a recent one.
That's
I have that. That's good.
Yeah,
that's
nice Pablo.
Caught me off guard, honestly.
Did you pay more than $5 for that?
I got it for $7. Yeah.
Okay. That's fine.
I'm back in California.
I don't understand why Jazz Bomb Mike and Jazz Bomb Chris have trouble doing this. It's the easiest thing.
Yeah, I mean, well, Jazz Bomb Mike now he wants royalties. He's demanding like a payout every week.
No, I think he got a new job, right?
Yeah.
Now the Speaker of the House.
Yeah. So I got a couple things today. It's really nice CCM here with Miroslav Vitus.
Who's on there with him?
It's a big band. So it's Miroslav, no, not big actually. John Sermon, Kenny Kirkland, and John Christensen. It's just the picture makes it look like big.
You know what? I saw that one recently. Yes.
Yeah, it was big. It's like a $10 record, Rob. And then some stuff that came to my local store is Steve Grossman here.
Now who's on there with him?
Yeah.
Some Shapes to Come. It's on PM Records. Steve Grossman, Jan Hammer, Gene Perla, and Don Alias, which is the same lineup for the other record I got. So this record, the music is pretty good, but it sounds muffled, just like they cut the low end and the top kind of sounds like push in the middle, but it's really good. It was a radio station copy. WSF is the NPR station in Tampa Bay area, so they operate from USF.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So another Steve Grossman, Terra Firma. It's the same lineup, but is way better recorded.
He has a face tattoo.
And they had from the same station, they have a promo copy. If you see a music, just grab it, right? It's a no-brainer.
Yeah.
Especially for like $15. You guys have this one?
No, actually, that's one that I'm sort of looking for.
So, Mike, it was like a $20 record today. Jimmy Heath with Curtis Fuller, Bernard Fennell, Stanley Cowell, Bob Crenshaw, and Billy Higgins.
Yeah.
This is killer. And what else they had there? So this ones I got in the mail. I took advantage of the craft. They were having a sale a couple weeks ago, right? They took forever to ship my records, but I got those for fairly cheap. Heavy X.
Oh yeah.
This is a really good one. And the one that I really was looking for, Gary Bartz.
Oh yeah, I have that one. That's really good.
Yeah. And both of these records are Kevin Gray cuts, so they sound amazing. What else? Oh, this is something that you guys probably showed already many times, but I got mine this week. It is okay. It's not like mind-blowing. I just don't like the fact it's a 45 and side 2 is like 5 minutes long. That kind of stuff.
Yeah, I actually listened to it again last night. It's not mind-blowing. I love the first cut on there. It's really good. It's all solid playing, but I enjoyed it, and I'll definitely play it again.
I was just thinking, based on the sound quality they got on a 45, it could be a 33 and just make it easier and cheaper.
Yeah,
right.
Definitely.
Yeah, 2 more I got from the store last week. I haven't shown yet. Another Muse. This is killer.
Oh yeah, the Kenny Barron,
Sunset to Dawn. I mean, this is highly recommended. I really love this record. And here's the Japanese one, Daguri, Koski Mina Quintet.
Yeah, I have that one too.
It's a really good one. I mean, the drumming here is, there's so many drum solos in this record. Yeah. I mean, the way the thing comes across. Yeah. And I truly like it's a JVC. I think I showed that before, right? Maybe
I have the more recent reissue of that.
That's the JVC. Yeah, it was not cheap. It was getting an OG like this.
That Kenny Barron though is really cool.
That Kenny Barron's cool. Yeah.
I want the Lucifer too on Muse.
Yeah, and now for me, a record that one of my favorite ever. I know it's hard to get OGs. I finally got one, my first OG of this artist. And so first, as a bonus, as a free gift with the OG, I got this another OG they sent me. It's a 1586.
Wow. Mm-hmm.
That was a gift that came with the OG.
Nice gift.
So the OG was this one. It was a Lexington 1515.
Wow. Okay.
That was not cheap, right?
No, I was up, but I am absolutely crazy about Utah Hip, and so this is truly heavy, probably like a 300-gram record. Has a very deep groove, and I think it's super clean.
Who's she playing with?
German people, Rob. Let me pull out the names here. So I have volume 2 as a clean pressing. I don't have volume 2 on OG. So Utah Hip, Peter Ind, bass, and Ed Thigpen, drums. Yeah, this pressing is the one to get. And the cool thing here, it's a promo copy.
Oh,
And it's absolutely immaculate. I mean, I can't believe it. One day I'm gonna get the Utah Hip Lick on it, but still far ahead. But I'm glad that I finally got this a Utah Hip original. That was a dream come true to me. I love her music. I love her playing, and and I love Lexington. School does it, right?
Very nice.
Yeah, excellent.
I did pick up. I mean, I pick up tons of stuff, and I've been cleaning. I have 5,000 records I need to clean and listen to, but I got this without a cover, and the cover is probably one of the ugliest Blue Note covers ever. This Bobby Hutcherson.
Oh yeah,
the album's so great. It's one of
this is a kick-ass album.
Yeah,
with the ugliest cover that there probably is.
It's deceiving.
It is, but this is really good. It's kick-ass.
Yeah, Hutcherson has a lot of albums that are deceiving by their covers, especially when he got on to Columbia.
Well, the later stuff, because it's like, how can a guy come from a period where he looked really cool wearing that the yellow hat,
covers,
beard, and then just like maybe 10 or 15 years later have no sense of style whatsoever.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And I cleaned this one. I have a couple. Mike's telling me I should keep these. This Anthony Wilson trio.
Oh yeah.
So this is a 45. This is from that Groove Note, which is a label from Singapore. But Joe Harley produced these. I have another one that I think one of the records is 33 and the other is 45. But this is good. This is on. I didn't realize he was Gerald Wilson's son.
Yeah.
So his record is the next Kevin Gray record.
Right. So that's why Mike say keep these.
Yeah.
These are not. I mean, believe it or not, I found this for $5, and this goes for over $50. So
yeah.
But I don't know if they knew what they had. Over there, I have his other record I got to clean and listen to. And I also have that Groove Note of the Benny Wallace. So
yeah. And then what else? I have some other stuff on Groove Note. A Vocalist.
Are they still around?
I don't believe so. I haven't seen anything new from them in years.
I mean, these are from the early 2000s.
Yeah, it's just been years.
Brad?
Jan Hammer.
Who's on there with him?
This he's Tony Smith on Anthony Smith on drums, Steve Kindler is violin and vocals, and Fernando Saunders on electric bass. And there's some additional people, but this is, I don't know if any of you guys have heard this one.
I haven't. I don't have
Drastic.
Yeah.
It's a bit, sounds dated at some points, but I think it sort of has grown on me quite a bit. But thought it was one of his better known albums, but I know he's always been known for hopping on other people's albums. not really as known as a lead artist as much.
Here's another record I haven't cleaned yet, but I picked this up for cheap. This is a Gary McFarlane record. Now, the only Gary McFarlane's I have, he's sort of like Gil Evans, like a big bandish situation. But I didn't know he was a vibe player. And this is a good. Richard Davis is on here, and Jerome. I mean, they even have a picture of Richard Davis there on it.
His point of departure on Impulse. Point of Departure by Gary McFarlane on Impulse.
No, I don't have that.
That's a good one to go to next.
But this is right. Wasn't Sky one of the labels Bob Thiel started after Impulse? He must have before her Flying Dutchman, and this was after. I don't understand. Or was this a sub label of Flying Dutchman? I don't know.
By the look of the jacket, it looks like it probably is. The glossiness and all that.
Well, I've had some Sky ones like people want me to say it, Gabar Sasbo.
Right. Yeah. That's who I was thinking of.
He has like 2 or 3. But this was interesting because Rex Reed, who all I knew was a very over the top movie reviewer. And I didn't know he reviewed records too.
And what, a judge on the Gong Show.
Yes. I think he was on one of the morning shows.
Oh gosh.
But I'd be interested to listen to this. So I haven't cleaned it yet. But
trying to think, what else did I do? I know I got some stuff, but
I got shit to pull over here.
Yeah.
I found this for cheap at Amoeba, and I put it on. So it's basically classical, but they're solos from Jimmy Jufrey and Miles Davis and J.J. Johnson, John Lewis.
Yeah, it's third stream probably.
Yeah,
I've seen it a couple times. What was the year, Rob?
This is 50 something because it's a 6i. I don't see it on here. It's probably mid 50s.
Yeah.
Oh, here's another. I'll probably sell this. Another one without a cover because I have another. This is 87. That's on the see-through QX vinyl.
Oh, yeah.
That sounds really nice. I can't wait to open this one up. This is, I guess, before that. Now on Amazon, they repressed that Bill Evans, all the Village Vanguard stuff.
Right.
So this is with Waltz for Debbie and Live at the Village Vanguard. Or this is all the rest of the stuff. This came out in the 80s.
Oh.
This is from like 84 or something. 84. So this is the previous unreleased stuff. It's
Nice.
sealed.
Oh, cool. Nice.
I don't know. This is. I think there were a couple of Freddie Hubbard compy Atlantic titles. This is one of them. Echoes of Blue. I think after he did 2 records for it, but on here is lots of good people: James Spaulding, Lewis Hayes, Benny Maupin, Freddie Watts. I haven't cleaned or listened to this yet. So.
I almost bought the from that website the I guess it's Pure Pleasure Backlash, but then I took it out of my cart.
Of what? Of
Freddie Hubbard.
You know what? I saw a copy of it the other day. If I see it again, but it was one of those 70s reissue with the different kinds of cover.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Does anyone have this one? The Johnny Griffin, the Return of Griffin.
I see this all the time, Rob. How did you like it?
I haven't listened to it yet.
What?
Ronnie Matthews, Ray Drummond, and Keith Copeland.
That's a good
From
group.
78.
Is that on Galaxy also?
Yeah, Galaxy.
Okay, yeah, he had a good run. A good run. I know I have two others on Galaxy that are really good.
And it's like a $5 thing, right?
Yeah. My Galaxies were really cheap.
But it's good.
I mean, Galaxies aren't that much.
Mhm.
Actually, recently got a couple of Jimmy Jufrey. Rob just brought up. I know it's been brought up before. It's a couple of free.
Oh yeah, I'm selling one of the
River Chant.
Yeah, that's a good one. I have a copy of River Chant, but I have an extra.
And then this Thesis.
Yeah, Thesis is awesome.
Oh, cool.
So if you get that ECM, half of it is Thesis.
Oh, there's an ECM.
It's of his two
Atlantic
Verve records.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have this one, Mike? This George Gable's Vision.
I do not.
Gable's Vision.
It's funny. I was watching someone's It's one of the younger guys. I was watching one of his videos, and he held that up, and he said it was really good. I
picked up like 3 George Gable records, and I don't know. I haven't listened to this one yet, but this is the most promising.
Yeah.
Because it has just killer. Bobby Hutcherson's on here, and Freddie Hubbard, and Ernie Watts, Tony Dumas. And it looks like it's pretty kick-ass.
Yeah, no.
This is a contemporary.
Yeah. The only George Cables that I have, let's see. He did a lot of stuff on really good stuff on Steeplechase.
He did?
Yeah. Yep.
Another pianist that I associate with Cables is John Hicks, that are just underappreciated.
Yeah, I used to see John Hicks all the time. I used to see him playing all the time. I saw him with David Murray. I saw his own group at this club that's been closed for years called Bradley's. It was John Hicks, Walter Booker on bass. I cannot remember who the drummer was, but he's fabulous.
Here's not that he's underappreciated, but I think a huge majority of his stuff is very affordable to get and killer. Is Charles Lloyd. I'm just taking the bag off of this one.
That Atlantic is great.
This is Charles Lloyd in Europe.
Mm-hmm.
The lineup of this is Keith Jarrett, Cecil McBee, and Jack DeChanette.
Mm.
Cecil McBee on there is always a good sign.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So it's like the sign of quality.
Okay, Rob, I'll take off.
Oh, you are?
Yeah, I gotta go.
All right.
Well, good riddance.
Later, man.
I'll try to lower Jasper Mike's fees, okay? So he can come back.
Well, we got another 40 minutes before I gotta go. I found this for $1, and I really don't have any of his stuff.
Was that? I don't either.
Okay, here's the reason I picked it up. Oh wait, am I showing there?
Yeah, you go.
Joe Henderson's on this.
Oh,
and this is $1 every day of the week. And Tom Harrell.
Yeah. Steve Gadd. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Michael Brecker. Oh.
This was $1, and it's not $1 because it's in bad shape. It's $1. So if you ever see it, it's $1. Here.
What label is that on?
That is on ECM.
Oh,
no,
it is?
Horizon.
It looks like an ECM.
No, it's Horizon. I'm sorry.
Okay.
But I don't know if this is a different Horizon. It's A&M, so it was that Horizon, but it's not like the ugly. And that's if you know that guy, there's a movie called Little Cigars. It's sort of like a gangster version of Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. 7 Little Cigars. That movie's awesome. You gotta go see that movie. I got this one for $3. Sonny Rollins, Don't Ask. And this is him and Larry.
That's good or
well,
not.
one side is him and Larry Carell, and in just those two, and the other side is, and it's live, I believe, and it's Al Foster, Jerome Harris, Mark Soskin, and Bill Summers.
That's pretty late Rollins right there.
It's 79, 1979.
Oh, I would have thought that was like mid 80s.
Nah. He was. Let me see.
He was
still playing with Mark Soskin in the mid 80s. I know that because
Porn Culture on Milestone though is like one of his best records in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
The record is so good.
Yeah. And then
what else I got here? I have both of these records. Do you have these, Mike? Tommy Flanagan and Hank Jones, they did 2 albums.
I do not. And I always, because usually when I get those, I only have like out of those like piano duos, I only have one that I really listen to, and it's this Kurt Lightsey and Harold Danko one, and they perform the music of Wayne Shorter. And that's really good. But usually, I don't.
Yeah, because I'm selling. I have the Tommy Flanagan, Kenny Barron.
Yeah.
From Japan.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's just it's too much.
Yeah.
This is kick ass. Okay. Toots Themens. It's on Choice.
Mm-hmm.
But look at the lineup he's playing with. And it's good. I think the 2 best harmonica players are Stevie Wonder and Toots. Yeah. They sound very similar to each other.
Does Joanne Brackeen have any solo releases that are?
Oh no, she has
lead. I guess not solo.
Yeah, no, you could. There's about 8 that, and you could still easily get them.
They all steeplechase.
No, there's a couple. There's one they just reissued. Choice is owned by Candid, so this is actually coming out next month. This is being reissued. I just found an OG of it for $3. But this is being reissued next month. It's really good. Right this month, there's one Snooze that's a Joanne Brackeen.
Yeah.
And the one that we told everyone a while ago to get is the ancient whatever with because Joe Henderson's on it. And it's a kick-ass record. But all her stuff is easy to get. It's not that expensive. And I highly recommend getting it. But I seem to be finding lately a lot of, or I guess just noticing a lot of stuff she's a side person on. Oh, I picked this up for cheap.
Oh, yeah.
This is that Record Store Day reissue.
Mm-hmm.
But I found it for $17.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. It's really good.
I know it's included in a Mingus box set that I have, and actually have the Record Store Day reissue.
Oh, hey, how did you like that Ellington song? They call him Bill. His mom called him Bill, or that I sent you.
I haven't gotten it yet.
Oh, wait, I still have it. Oh, wait, I have about 4 records for you. I thought I sent it. All right, I have a box for you. So
all right, no worries.
We're gonna trade. But I got this, and
that's really good. I think that's really
very good.
Yeah.
I'm always grab it next time. I see that around quite a bit. So.
Yeah, you should.
You know what? Don't sleep on Duke Ellington. I mean, I would say he did so much shit, and he was popular. And what I'm finding, 50% of his stuff is outstanding. And you should own. Yeah. The other stuff is if you're really a huge Duke Ellington fan.
Yeah. And there used to be this whole debate, like when I first started listening, what period of Duke is better, and people sort of downplayed late Ellington, like that would be late Ellington, and then now that's no one argues, no one makes such arguments anymore. They just take the guy wrote over like 2,000 pieces. And a high, there's a high degree of excellence.
But I came across a ton of his shit, and my next auction, which is probably a week from tomorrow, I have a lot of Duke Ellington stuff, a lot of doubles, like doubling up,
a
lot of OG stuff. So I'm going to be selling that. But Yeah, I mean, the one thing the Ellington stuff where he's in trios and stuff is outstanding.
Yeah.
I found this reissue, the Cecil Taylor.
Oh yeah, yeah.
This is a org.
The original
2019.
Mm-hmm.
It's on white vinyl.
Mm-hmm.
So, what else I got here? Here, you put a big stack and go and grab more.
Mm-hmm.
Watch everything fall to the ground. Okay, what do I got here next? I'm gonna sell this is some stuff I'm gonna sell. But Freddie Hubbard, I have Straight Life, but this is a Spanish pressing.
Oh,
It's on that
nice.
label.
Mm-hmm.
This is like a manhole cover. It's heavy as shit.
Mm-hmm.
But I have this. This is excellent.
Yeah.
This is a Superior Viaduct reissue, and these are outstanding.
Yeah, I think I have the Superior Viaduct.
Yeah, I have a white label OG promo mono of this.
Nice.
Yeah,
Oh,
wow, you have the original.
This is the from Japan, I believe.
That's a nice cover.
But this cover has always just blown my mind.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
These but I have a lot of Alice Coltrane's of these Superior Viaducts. They're quite good. I picked up the Herbie Hancock Fat Albert, and that's outstanding. That's really good.
Yeah.
I have that, and I think I have one of the Mingus. I don't know which one is it that they did Superior Viaduct.
They did Mingus. I had that.
Yeah, I still have it. I'll probably sell it because I do have the other one.
This is an OG mono.
Nice.
But I'm gonna sell this because the MoFi sounds better. Even mono and stereo.
Those shrill trumpets. Some of the most shrill trumpets I've ever heard.
It's good. It's good.
Yeah.
Here, let's see what I got next. Oh, I found an OG of this in the shrink.
Oh.
But I have the 45, so I'm gonna sell this one. Which is good. This is good. And I'm not gonna show that because I showed it already. I found that I found this Curtis Mayfield. It's the Impressions.
Yeah.
Mayfield.
Yeah, I picked up one at the record fair that I was looking for.
Of the Impressions?
Yeah, Curtis Mayfield and the Impressions, yeah.
That's a kick-ass label. Oh, now this one, I didn't have this. You have this Directions. This is like unreleased stuff from 60 to 70.
I do not.
What was that? Decoy?
No, it's Directions.
Directions?
Yeah.
That's the front cover?
Yeah.
Wow.
So, I mean, look at everyone that's on this. It's everybody.
Completely stacked.
Yeah.
So, these are good. Here's the ones I have. I think just about all of them. These unreleased ones.
Yeah.
I don't have that one. Or that one. Or that one. But I have that one. I have that one.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah. Talk about Jimmy Jufrey. This is the backlash I saw, Mike. This is the 70s. The 70s reissues that Atlantic did.
Yeah.
So I don't know why they went with this picture of Jimmy Jufrey. Before he looks like after he took this picture, he shoved that clarinet in his head. He looks like Thomas Edison in this picture.
Yeah.
But it's a great cover. It's him just sitting like this on the cover with the saxophone, much younger. That's what this album is. But it's Buddy Collette's playing on it, and Jimmy Rouse and Shelly Manne. This is a good record. So I'm probably...
You got that Free Fall right for very low, right?
What'd you say?
Free Fall, didn't you get the copy of that for like $4?
Probably.
Yeah, the Columbia.
Here's another one.
His big one.
This is my favorite Gil Evans record, and I found a nice copy of it. I'll put up for sale. This is my favorite. Really good. Everybody's on this. Kenny Burrell, Ron Carter, Paul Chambers, Richard Davis, Elvin Jones. This is his best record. This is a stereo. My local record store, I don't know. Sometimes I feel like I'm lucky when a record store doesn't have an ultrasonic. My local record store sold a ton. Their prices are kind of high, but they'll put records as is, and I'll buy them for cheap. This was $4.50. This Kenny Burrell comp of his chess records or Argo. So this is just a bunch, all the stuff he did on them. Or Cadet. And these aren't bad. They sound pretty decent. When they have that label from the 80s, they're really well made. They're great pressings. If you see these, you pick them up.
All right, cool.
Picked up a ton of Kenny Burrell records. There's that Christmas album. That's not a bad album.
It's a hot number, yeah. People say they really enjoy that one.
Does anyone know who this guy is?
Trombone. He also played with I believe Randy Weston too a lot.
So this is a private press record. It's not. It's kind of semi-desirable, but on here he plays with Frank Morgan. Wilton Felder's on this, but it's interesting. But I think he's sort of like a party kind of guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm almost sure he's on a lot of Randy Weston stuff.
I think he was probably an LA West Coast dude. I have this. This is a roulette twofer of two of Jackie McLean's records.
It's at my local shop currently.
You should get because these two records, OGs of these.
Which ones are they?
400. I think it's his first two albums.
Oh, nice.
But this is. They say it's redone for stereo, but it does not sound bad whatsoever. Sometimes when you get the ones that say redone for stereo, it doesn't even sound like it's in stereo. So, but this is good.
Let's see here. No, where is this?
Who's running for president? I don't know you CBCDs. Are you Helly? Is your name Helly? John, I didn't know you like jazz. Hey, Nicole, I'm going to see jazz tonight. I feel special. I dressed up. It's general admission. I don't know how many people are going to turn out for this.
Oh, I'm sure it'll be.
Is this an act? I didn't catch who you're seeing.
It's a guy named John Mayer.
Oh, yeah.
Not the John Mayer you're thinking of.
Oh, okay.
But he's like 83 years old, and he's a jazz pianist, kind of like a hard bop kind of guy. Okay. But he played with Rufus Reed a lot.
Nice.
Yeah, that Benny Powell. Yeah, he did play with Randy Weston. Because there's a recording that I have from '95 of Randy Weston when he was on Verve called Saga, and it's a sort of large ensemble group. It's he played with Randy Weston, Billy Harper. They were all in that group. Billy Higgins.
If you go to the Jazz Bum Discord, I posted a link. So there was this PBS show called Soul. I saw there was a documentary like 3 years ago or something. Yeah. And they have an episode, and it's kick-ass. Mainly because Lee Morgan. It has to be right before he died. It's Lee Morgan, Billy Harper, Harold Mayburn, and who's on bass? It's either Freddie Watts or it's just killer. And then on that same episode is Bobby Humphrey and Horace Silver playing with Bay singing. It's a great episode. Oh, I have that. That's the one with Lee Morgan on it.
It's his last album he was featured.
Yeah, last album he was on. Yeah.
So good too.
Yeah.
I wish he got more attention on it, but it's part of a bigger group. I think he gets like one solo.
Do yourself a favor. Go watch this episode of Soul.
Yeah, Amazon Prime used to have all of them. I don't know if they still do.
Well, it's on YouTube.
Oh, okay.
Here, let me see. I'll put the link to it here. Okay. Thing. If no one has something to do, it's a fine hour to spend your time. and it shows like Horace Silver is just a horrible interview. He's kind of out there, you know what I mean? Here it is. So on this episode, Andy Bay and his sister, Lee Morgan.
Oh, wow.
Jamie Merritt. Jamie Merritt's on there. Bob Crenshaw, Cecil Bridgewater. And yeah, watch this episode. I'll put I'll share the link.
Yeah. DJ Vinyl Vertigo saw it. He said it was really good.
There's two performances by Lee Morgan. Killer. Him and Billy. And Billy Harper has a uniform. It's like that leather outfit.
Oh yeah, he's
been wearing that for 50 years.
Yeah.
But he's playing flute on it. I haven't seen him play flute. Yeah, there it is. Go watch it tonight, guys.
That's funny. Yep, he's been wearing that forever.
Hey, Nicole, I have a question for you. I noticed that Kenny Barron is playing, and I guess he's sort of like the guest guy for the San Francisco something, but he'll be there in February for several shows.
So Kenny Barron's making the rounds still?
He's not coming to LA for some reason, but playing everywhere around. But I would like to see him because what is he, like 81 years old or something?
He's got to be in his 80s, yeah. It's funny, I guess the last time I went to the Vanguard with Mike, I was waiting for Mike to show up at I was at this wine bar, and so I'm at a table near the window, and this guy comes in for a drink. And it's Kenny Barron, and he has a glass of wine at the bar, and then he takes off, and one of his students was performing at the New School that night, so I guess he was going to check her out.
Delphine, I'm going to the Santa Monica City College. This guy John Mayer, jazz pianist, is playing at the Broad stage. $10. Next Friday, they're doing a bunch of stuff all day long too. So they have during the day. There's an ensemble with vibes, and then there's something at night. So
cool. Yeah, next week, next Thursday, I'm going to the Vanguard to see Tayshaun Sorry. So that's gonna be cool. I'm sure it's already sold out. I got my tickets as soon as they announced it.
Mike, have you seen McKay and McCraven before live?
I have not. I'm trying to.
I just got to see him recently. It was great.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Yeah.
Where are you at, Brad?
I'm in Madison, Wisconsin.
So everything comes there.
Yeah, everything. But yeah, I was able to get.
I mean, you have a big giant university.
Yeah,
that was the one. They were the ones who put on the show too. So.
Hey, by the way, Mike, but you live in New York. They say one of the best delicatessens in the country is in Madison. Is that true, Brad?
Is there a name to this one?
No, I forget the name of the place, but they say it's like one of the best sandwiches.
For bronies?
That might be it, yeah.
It does get quite a bit of praise. I haven't had it though, so.
Do you just live there, or are you a student there?
It's been my hometown. Yeah, I've lived here my whole life. But yeah, I'm not a delicatessen connoisseur personally.
A sandwich is a sandwich, man.
Yeah, it's true.
Well, Wentz, they built in the last, I don't know how old it is, maybe 5 or 7 years. They built this very high-end performing arts center. So, like, it's a 5-minute walk from my place. So, you would think where I live there'd be more. I guess the Santa Monica Civic Auditorium is very famous for shows.
I didn't know Roscoe Mitchell was.
Never really done much things there. So.
I recently got to see Reggie Workman. He came around.
Oh yeah, he actually a couple of weeks ago he did it was a Coltrane thing and it was postponed once before and then they rescheduled it, and so and Billy Harper was playing too with him, and I didn't get a chance to go.
I think, Mark H., you're thinking about a hot dog is not a sandwich or whatever.
Sandwich is not just a sandwich.
Lucky seems to me like that episode of Seinfeld where Elaine lost her card, was one whole punch away from getting it.
1 second.
But I actually had multiple encounters with Reggie Workman. He came also for the Sun Ra Orchestra came to Madison as well.
Yes.
But I paid quite a bit for this ticket, and the main appeal was that Marshall Allen was going to be there. And obviously he's like 93, I believe, very old. And I purchased this ticket months in advance, and I got to the show, and they let us know an hour before the show that the doctor said that Marshall couldn't fly. So we sort of all felt a little ripped off, just because
if
the main appeal.
If you're paying a ticket to see a guy who's 93, you have to expect a lot of how much anything could happen.
It's true, but I just wish we would have known a little earlier.
I wouldn't be surprised if his head exploded.
But Reggie Workman was also there, and he was in the crowd. And I sat.
Does he live there?
No, he lives in New York still.
How old is Reggie Workman?
Well, he's got I would say he's at least in his 80s. Yeah, he lives in like Montclair, New Jersey.
I've been to Montclair way too many times.
A lot of jazz musicians live there.
Well, it doesn't Montclair State.
Gosh, years ago,
State, don't they have a huge music program there?
Yeah.
I've recruited
okay music
right near there in Secaucus.
Yeah.
And I recruited on that campus way too many times. They have a good baseball team too.
Yeah. And I think the stadium may be named after Yogi Berra or something.
Yeah. It is.
Yeah.
Named after Yogi Berra.
But years ago, like a guy I work with, and he always gives me he goes to all these garage sales, and he'll send me stuff about CDs and ask me if I want this or that. One day we're talking, and he tells me a story about his son's taking music lessons, and he comes home and he goes, Mr. Reggie said I have to practice more. And he goes, who's Mr. Reggie? And he goes, and he shows him the thing from the where his son was getting lessons. It was Reggie Workman.
Mr. Reggie. Mr. Reggie sounds like the town mob boss.
I don't know if I don't think I showed this. I definitely didn't show it last week. But I picked up something maybe a couple of weeks ago. It's so good. It's right here.
Now what is that from?
This is on International Anthem. Daniel Villarreal is a drummer, and he's got Jeff Parker and Anna Butters on acoustic and electric bass. This is one of my favorite recordings of the year. It's like hypnotically funky. It's just great. It's something that you just listen through. You listen to one track, it just takes you right into the next and then the next, and you just turn it over and keep listening. It's really good. And this is his second album, and basically it comes from the same session as his first. But it was they just used the trio recordings on this one. But I don't know, when I got it, I probably listened to it at least 5 times already.
Wow. How are those International Anthem? They sound good?
Oh yeah, this sounds really good. Sounds really
pretty
good.
Sturdy vinyl too.
Yeah. And
quite nice.
Yeah, because I have a lot of Jeff Parker on International Anthem. I have his first album. Who else? I got a few other people on the International Anthem. What's it? Mackay McCraven records on International Anthem. They've got a really.
Is there stuff affordable?
Oh yeah. Oh gosh, it's very affordable. I mean, it's going to be like what, 22. I say anywhere 22, 25. And then maybe sometimes, like when this album came out, they put out a colored version also, like a cigar color, and that was like a few dollars more. But I think I paid maybe, I think it was 23 or 25, no more than that.
Saturday, Tim from University of Vinyl was supposed to come into town. Something came up, he couldn't come. Mm-hmm. But on Sunday, if anybody in LA is free, I'm going to the Orange County Record Show on Sunday. So, in fact, hold on. Sorry. Hey, Loki, that's an awesome comment. I have that record. It is awesome. I believe I bought it for $17 from Amazon. Everyone should pick up that record. That Pino Palladino.
Yeah, I got that too. Record. I second that endorsement.
It's a great sounding record.
Yeah, and he's playing with Sam Wilkes, who also has some good recent jazz albums too.
Because speaking of John Mayer, the other John Mayer, the popular one, Pino's in his blues trio, right? And Steve Jordan. So that's a good band. I don't like people who knock John Mayer. If you've ever seen him play guitar, like kick ass, he's so good. But his blues trio, if anything, they're excellent. And it's Pino and Steve Jordan, right? So you should get that album. Thank you, Delphina. But that is an affordable kick ass record.
Yeah, the record store that I work at, they were selling them for $13 for
them. Buy it.
Yeah, they got in the discount sale bin.
Mike, Nicole's asking if the Theragood CD is good.
Yeah, I have to actually listen to it again because the stuff I've been listening to, I got 3 other CDs this week. A really good one. It's Fred Anderson, the Milwaukee Tapes Volume 2. That is so good. And then I picked up this Solo Vibe recording of the music of Roscoe Mitchell. That is really good also. And then I picked up another CD by this guy, Dave Rempis, which I haven't listened to yet. I haven't gotten to. It's a double CD. So I'm a little behind on my CD listening.
Okay, now just got a notification from if you have, like I tell people to get that Honey extension, that Impulse Music Message in the Moment box set. What is it, like five LPs? It's already dropped down to $59.
Which one is that?
Originally like $140. This one has that cover.
Oh, okay. All right. No, yeah.
I don't know if it's the best quality. I don't know if I read, but it's 60 years of Impulse. It's got everything on here. Pharoah Sanders, Michael White, John Haney, Archie Shepp, Alice Coltrane, Charlie Hayden, Albert Eiler, Jamal. Crazy. Oh, it's 4 discs. Then why is this looks like it's 5? Oh, because I guess it has a turn. It has a mat.
Oh.
There you go. Go race and get it. On Amazon, $59.
What's up, Mark?
You guys have a good night.
All right.
All right.
Take it easy, Brad.
Yeah, take it easy.
You're about. We're here for another 8 minutes. I'm going to see a concert, Mark Glassman. I'm educating myself in jazz. But I would never have gone if it wasn't a 5-minute walk from where I live.
I actually wish there was something 5 minutes away from me.
Well, I'll tell you, Mike, actually I went the other night to this Frank Zappa event where they've mixed his albums in Dolby Atmos.
Right.
So Dolby Atmos has a theater where they do promotional and demo. We went there, and it was pretty amazing. Wow. Mark Glassman, I'm going to see John Mayer, and not the John Mayer you're thinking of. It's like an 83-year-old jazz pianist, John Mayer. Do you know who he is?
Yeah. Oh man.
The album I'm interested in is the one he did with Ron Carter and Billy Higgins, right?
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Yeah, I mean, I think all of the 3 things that I have by him are really good, and I think I don't know if all of them. I know that one with Ron Carter, that was on a different label, but he used to do stuff for this label. It's a really good label, especially for pianists. It was called Reservoir. It's a really good. John Hicks was on that label. It's just a lot of they put out a lot of good stuff. They went out of business a while ago, but at least 2 things for them, I think.
Hey, what's up, Westman? How many more videos are you going to do on the Beatles' new album? Just let us know in the comments below. Just joking. Hey, Mark Glassman, you know who this John Mayer is? Prove it. Prove us that you know who he is. Yeah, I'm interested because actually I've never been to this place, so maybe I'll go more. I just hate being around people. So
across the street, what, $10? You can't beat stuff like that.
Yeah, but the problem is it's going to be all old people who can't control themselves, both with body functions, and talking. And that's why I don't like going.
It's funny.
I'd be more into going to a small club.
Yeah,
there are small clubs in Santa Monica, but they just don't bring these people here.
Wow.
So, but it'll be it'll be nice.
Yeah, it'll be cool. Just get you get a seat on the end of the aisle.
No. See, that's the problem. Now you have to get up for everybody who has bladder issues.
Yeah, but then if you're in the middle, then everybody walk. If one gets up, they come past you.
For I don't know how big this place is. Maybe 1,500, 2,000. But it's general admission, so you can first come, first serve.
Oh, okay.
So, but the cool thing about it, it's only an hour and 15-minute show. Yeah. So last one knows.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he did. He played on I have that Jackie McLean record he's on. I have that one. Yeah.
Yeah, and then on one of the albums he does some. He plays some Jackie McLean compositions.
Yeah, I mean, he'll probably play that stuff tonight.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. You'll be able. You're watching. You'll be able to see, and hear history. Guy that played with Jackie McLean.
And then I'll tell all the people I saw John Mayer. Well, I actually did see John Mayer. John Mayer used to do a Christmas show where he raised money. And the one time I went to see it, it was just John Mayer playing solo. He played with a guitar. He was kick-ass. And you know who opened for him?
Who's that?
A very young, fresh to the U.S., Adele.
Wow.
So she opened the show, and it was everyone was going, who the hell is this Adele chick? You know, because she was probably like 19 years old.
Yeah.
Yeah, he played on Coltrane too. I saw that.
Yeah. Hey, there you go. See?
Yeah.
There
you go. You are an encyclopedia, Lastman.
All right, hold on. I'm gonna get something so Mike can. He wants to see the cover of.
Listen, you've relinquished any requests by canceling the Jazz Bum stream. You know, it's people like you that give Jazz Bums a bad name. It's basically you that gives Jazz Bums a bad name.
So this is, and that is actually a Roscoe Mitchell painting.
He paints too?
Yeah, very good stuff. He had a show at a gallery that actually. This is on the label Corbett versus Dempsey, and there's a I guess it's John Corbett. He has a gallery in Chicago, and he did an exhibit of Roscoe Mitchell's work. Actually, I have the book from that show. It's really good. And then this is a solo vibe record, and that's the vibe player Jason Adayswitz. And this is really good. This is really
it just came out.
Yeah. And then I picked up this one.
Sorry.
I love Fred Anderson stuff. He's another Chicago guy. I think he died in 2009. I might be wrong, but this is really good. And it's a quartet. This is Billy Brimfield on trumpet. A guy I never heard of, Larry Hayrod on bass, and Hamid Drake on drums.
When is that from?
This is from 1980.
Because isn't Fred Anderson passed away?
Yeah. He like 2000. I want to say 2009. I'm not sure though.
Hey, Michael Nolan, this shit's too crazy for you, man. Well, you know, I'm liking getting more into that kind of stuff. I feel like I'm in a good progression to getting. I think maybe I'm up to the 90s right now with getting stuff.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah.
You listen to Fred Anderson. I mean, you know, he's a guy originally from Louisiana. I think it's Louisiana. And it's, you know, he does that soul blues, you know, that's why, you know, sometimes these titles like avant-garde don't really do a lot of justice to these guys, because he has all those elements of the tradition in his playing. Yeah. And that's and he can play a ballad like, you know, nobody's business. So I have just a bunch of his stuff.
I'm gonna pick up some of his stuff.
Yeah.
Hold on. I'm sorry, Sean. Thank you for that comment. But Patrick, here's my feeling about based on the Stones cover and the Beatles. You wouldn't let your 80-year-old grandfather or father drive you somewhere. Don't let them pick out their own album covers. That's my feeling. Some bad album covers. But that album's good. That Stones album's good. I've been listening to it a lot. Streaming it. I haven't bought it.
Mm.
So I've been in my car. I've been listening to a lot of the Apple spatial jazz stuff, and that's really good.
Yeah, it is. When I'm on the subway, because I have AirPods, and then I'll listen to a lot of a good number of the recordings are spatial. It's actually pretty cool.
I mean, and your car is the best place to, if you don't have the Dolby Atmos or the Apple headphones. In the car is crazy good.
Mm-hmm.
If you have a good system in your car.
Yeah.
Yes, there you go. You wouldn't think it, but Lastman is digital. And Darren, you need to listen to some avant-garde jazz. I don't think a lot of avant-garde is that bad, is that crazy, meaning
no, it isn't.
No, I mean, I'm big into Archie Shepp, but he does do free jazz, but his stuff's good.
Yeah, I mean, it's just a wide variety of guys out there doing all kind of stuff. A wide variety of musicians. So
hey, at Amoeba they had the Ornette Coleman box for $80. When I bought the Beatles Revolver box for $70. But I think I just go out so much that I find this stuff for good prices. It spoils me because when I got lucky 2 weeks ago that because here's one. I don't know if you have this one, and I'm going to leave it in about a minute. So I have the Sonny Rollins, Our Man in Paris, or Our Man in Jazz, whatever it is. And that's sort of, he only did a little bit of free jazz stuff, right? But that recording, I just saw there's a European company that put out the full, it's Our Man in Jazz, put out the full Vanguard. It's 4 CDs. Do you have that one?
No.
Here, let me show you it. It's Don Cherry. They only put out one album on RCA.
Right.
It came out in 2015, but it's just been repressed. Here, let me pull it up. I'll share the screen real quick, and then I'm gonna take off. But here, where is that sucker? Here it is. So I'm gonna share the screen. Oh shit! Now I lost where I am for where the stream yard is. Oh, here we are. So let me just share. Here it is. So this complete live at Village Gate 1962. It's a four CD set. It's Sonny Rollins, Don Cherry, Bob Crenshaw, and Billy Higgins. Got a 20-page book. But Our Man in Jazz basically is the album. I have that. Right. But it's only 4 songs from this set. Look at this one, 24 minutes.
Wow.
Yeah. So I think I'm going to order this. It's not that much.
No. I'm trying to. Do we know who did it?
Yeah. I think I've seen some stuff from this company. It doesn't say here. Let me pull it up. It's Finger Popping. The sound of quality, Finger Popping. But I mean, I'm going to pick this up, I think.
Yeah. I mean, $25. Yeah. Because I know I have a box set of some Basie recordings, all CDs that I got from Amazon. It's $25 also, and it's killer. I mean, it is freaking. I have it right here. Hold on.
Hey, Darren. No, I'll hold you being Canadian against you. There's too many Canadians. There's too many, like Lastman. There's too many Canadians. Hey, Lastman, do you know that set?
Yeah.
That
This is freaking killer, and it's
who put that out? Who put that out?
This is what it says, phono, but it sounds really good. 5 CDs. You know, the band is Thad Jones, Snooky Young, Joe Newman, Benny Powell, Al Gray, Frank West,
Benny
Billy
Powell,
Mitchell, yeah, Freddie Green. You know, it's loaded, and it's still on Amazon for $25, and it's worth it.
If I didn't have all 4 of the Shelly Man at the Blackhawk, there's that CD box that has everything, because there's like 2 more things. Those CD sets, you know, like this one. Did you get this yet?
No, it's on. You know, I'm trying to get the Blossom Dearie first.
What? Now Blossom Dearie's vinyl, no?
No, they the guy said I had actually emailed with the guy from the label, and he said they're trying to get it done, but he didn't sound too sure. So I don't think it's.
So what is the Blossom Dearie then?
It's CDs.
No, of what period?
Fontana.
I have some of them. Well, I don't know how much of her shit reversed back to her, because her last bunch of albums was on her own label, Daffodil.
Right. Yeah.
So I have like 10 Blossom Dearie records. So, but so it's 4 CDs.
Yeah, I think so. I believe so. And it may be some like extras, and it's a really good book included in there. And I know it's gone down on Amazon. I think it's like $69 now.
All right. Hey, I'm gonna run off. Thanks for joining me, Mike. I appreciate it.
No problem.
I have records to send you. And by the way, I did a shootout of the Infinity, the Tone Poet versus the OG.
Oh yeah.
It blows it away.
All right.
So thank you.
All right. Let us know how the show was. Man.
All right. Well, take care, everybody. Thanks for joining.
Cool.
See you guys later. Bye.